Okay, so here you are, you're in a relationship with Max. Ballin' is out, you're still stripping at Sin City. Then you meet a guy named Alan Plowden, AKA Jay, who is a flashy Florida businessman. He drives a white Mercedes, and he carries around a Louis Vuitton bag with about $30,000 in cash. How did this initial relationship start?
Um, well, it was crazy. I was actually just standing outside on the corner about to go to my apartment, and I realized that I didn't have my key. So I was calling Max because he had the key, and so I was calling him, and he basically told me he was at the studio, so I had to wait. So so he came to the studio, and I was on my way to work. So you know, that's when I met Alan. Alan was just like standing out there, and he just like started to talk to me, and we just started talking, and then after that, like we went out, and that was it. Like I didn't really know the guy. We just like went out. He took me shopping.
How many dates did you go on with Alan?
Um, I went out. I went out with Alan. Like I went out with him. I would say 2 times, but it was like, and it wasn't even in 24 hours. It was about like in 12 hours. So like I met him. We had a drink, and then I went home, and then like the next morning he called me and asked me that I want to go shopping, and which it wasn't even. It was like a couple of hours later, because it wasn't even that long. But he asked me that I want to go shopping, and then we just went shopping. So
Okay, so you guys go shopping on September 1st, 2006.
yes,
So he takes you shopping, and then you guys go back to his hotel room, which is the Holiday Inn in Fort Lee.
yes.
When I heard this, I was a little confused because you got a guy with a bunch of cash, a Benz, taking girls shopping. They don't usually stay at the Holiday Inn. The Holiday Inn is kind of like a motel. It's kind of like a 2-star. Usually they're a little bit better than that. Why was he staying at the Holiday Inn?
I have no idea. I really don't. I have no idea why he was staying there.
Okay, so number one, you have a boyfriend that you live with. Why are you letting this other guy take you shopping? Because you know what that usually leads to.
Um, because like I guess because like we had like it's like an open relationship, but I never really exercised it on my end. I was like trying to exercise it on my end that one time, but we had he see other women, and he said I could see other men, and that was like basically my first time trying to see another guy.
Okay, so you hang out with this guy twice. Within 24 hours, he takes you shopping. Now you're back in his hotel room.
Okay.
What happens next?
Um, he stopped to take a shower or something. He was like really going in to take a shower, and I guess like I was waiting for him. I was supposed to wait for him, but I wanted to leave, so I wanted to go. I wanted to meet Max because I was talking to Max on the phone like the whole time while we were like shopping and stuff. And he was telling me to come back where he was at. So I had other plans. I wasn't trying to, chill with the guy or nothing. I wanted to be where Max was. So I went back to where he was. I caught a cab and went back.
Okay, while you're out with Alan shopping and so forth to go back to his hotel room, are you telling Max B what you're doing? Or
Yeah. Yeah, I told him. We was on the phone like the whole time. Like, you know, we had the little bleep phones, and yeah, we were talking the whole time. I told him I was shopping with a guy. You know, he was basically like bleeping in, like telling me, you know, to hurry up, and you know, basically like I shouldn't, you know, I better not be sleeping with the guy and stuff like that.
okay, so Max is lightweight jealous.
Yeah.
Okay, now I've taken a lot of girls back to hotel rooms. Usually I'm showering before sex or after sex. I'm not going in there to shower just to shower. So did you guys actually have sex?
Oh no, no, I didn't have sex when he showered. I didn't have a shower. I was actually on the phone with my friend, and I went outside I used to smoke cigarettes then. I don't smoke now. I went out to like smoke a cigarette while he was in the shower, and then I came back.
Okay, so this guy comes up to shower. He just took you shopping. Usually a guy will expect something out of that situation.
Yeah, he probably did. He probably did expect something. I'm pretty sure he did, you know. 9 times out of 10, like a guy take you shopping, he spend money on you, he do expect something. But yeah, I wasn't trying to I didn't have sex with him. I wasn't trying to have sex with that guy.
Okay, so eventually you leave the room. Did you get a copy of the key before you left the room, or you just left the room?
Yes, I had it. Actually, he gave me a copy of his key when I went to go smoke a cigarette. So he gave me a copy of the room key.
Oh, but he never asked for it back.
No. And I didn't really notice that I had it, like, until later.
Okay, so now you leave Alan's hotel room at the Holiday Inn, and then you went to go meet up with Max B in Harlem?
Yes.
And how did that conversation go?
When I pulled up, he like, you know, it's like a lot of people outside. I think it was like they were having like a basketball tournament. You know, we were right in Lincoln Projects, and so you know, there's a lot of people outside. They were all like looking, and he had like, you know, he's really loud, like a loud bravado, and he's like, you know, oh, what the fuck? Oh, you're here. Like, what did you get? And he's like grabbing my bags, and he's like looking and see what I got and all the stuff. And then he's basically, you know, asking me like, did I get him anything? And I told him no. And then so then he just basically looked at the stuff and he's like, oh, this guy got some money. And then he was just started asking me questions about the guy, Alan.
Was he upset at all over the situation?
No, I thought he was. I thought he was, like, when I was heading toward him, because, you know, the way that he behaved on the phone. But, you know, he was acting slightly jealous on the phone. He was acting real jealous on the phone. So, but when I got there, he didn't seem like he was that mad about the situation anymore. He just, I don't know, he just called his brother, and then him and his brother start talking. And like, he told me to go and like get some drugs. And then when I came back, basically, that's when he told me, you know, he told me to like go show his brother where the guy was staying.
Okay. You had testimony when you took the stand, and you said that Max said that you and his brother are going to go get him.
Yeah.
So what did you interpret that as meaning?
Basically, I took it as he wanted me to take his brother to where the guy was staying, like to the guy's room.
Okay, and like we mentioned before, his stepbrother, Kelvin Leardman, AKA Pooh Sims, also had another nickname, Killer Kev.
I didn't know that name.
Yeah. So, at that point, when the three of you talked about the plan to go rob Alan in his room, Max actually called the taxi for you and Pooh Sims to go find the hotel room.
Yes, he called a driver that he knows. But yeah, I wasn't involved in the discussion with them. They discussed it. I was off at the side. He just came and basically told me to go and show his brother. That's it. I wasn't,
Okay.
yeah. So I wasn't involved in the formulating of the plan or whatever that I don't know anything about that. I was like sitting on the side, you know, like basically in a daze. Cause I was like, I was high on ecstasy and I wasn't really coherent of the whole thing. Though at that time, I wasn't really being coherent of what was going on because, I would say I was purposely put on ecstasy so that I can be like conformative.
Coerced?
Yeah, like I guess like more easy going, you know.
Okay, so you guys get in this car, and I guess you don't quite remember which Holiday Inn it was, so you're trying to figure out which Holiday Inn in the area it was?
Yes, because I didn't even know the area. Like I'm not from here, I'm not from New York, New Jersey area, so I wasn't really sure like where I was going. I didn't even know that it was in Jersey. I still thought we were in New York. Like I didn't know.
Right, because they checked phone records and they found phone calls from Pooh Sims' phone calling various Holiday Inns trying to figure out where it's at. And eventually, around 4 a.m., you guys actually find the right Holiday Inn in Fort Lee, New Jersey.